Virginia Tech loves Thailand. Virginia Tech loves Thailand. And Virginia Tech loves Thailand.
Welcome everyone to Virginia, which was one of the original 13 colonies. Some of the smartest people in the nation live here, and do you know why? It is the only state in America where governors are prohibited from serving consecutive terms. Virginia should share this knowledge with the other states and the senators in D.C. Enough politics. Now let's go for a walk. The Appalachian Trail is a hiking trail in the eastern United States extending almost 2,200 miles from Georgia to Maine. The hiking clubs that help take care of the trail estimates that there are over 3,000 attempts to walk the entire trail every year, but only about 25% of the hikers succeed. Not an easy walk. Another tough trek is this one in northern Thailand. Are you ready? So this is what's going on. Let's pretend that we are tourists and want to camp the night on top of a beautiful mountain. The only problem is that the walk is 4 miles uphill and we don't want to carry our gear. Luckily for us, the Thais have a solution. Holy shit is what I first said when I saw this scene. Immediately I was reminded of my time with Uncle Sam as a paratrooper and walking seemingly uphill for miles with a ton of gear. Never packed a stereo though. After these Thai porters were loaded up, they began the trek, which normally takes about 4 hours. They get paid almost $1 per pound, and once the recycled rice bags are packed, the loads can weigh up to 110 pounds. When asked why they don't wear any shirts, the response was that the shirts get too sweaty and causes the bags to slip up and down while walking. One guy in his 40s said that he tries to get as many trips as possible throughout the month to help supplement his farming income. It really depends on the weather, he said. Look at the shoes these teenage boys are wearing. Right off the bat, it shows me that they are poor. One is in flip-flops and 2 of the porters are wearing brown school shoes. Many families can only afford 1 pair for each child and just buy the shoes that is part of the local school uniform. All these boys would be wearing trendy sneakers if they could. Along with his girlfriend's name tattooed on his chest, this young porter also wears a Buddhist amulet for good luck. There are job opportunities available. You can easily make $50 for only working a half a day, plus the opportunity to enjoy Mother Nature on the 4-mile stroll. Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia was originally owned by the grandson of President George Washington, and the site was officially designated a national cemetery in 1864. Today, more than 400,000 people are buried on the 639 acres, including veterans from every American conflict. Now let's look at how Thailand sometimes handles the death of a respected person. Years ago, I took this photo at the local Buddhist temple. The photo is lousy. It can be blamed on me for not reading the directions on my first Nikon digital camera. The monk didn't care. He was dead. Actually, this revered monk had been dead for way more than a year. How do I know this? Even though the photo is terrible, the date is still readable, April 14, 2005. His body had been preserved and kept in a glass coffin at the temple for the villagers to honor. I never did find out when the monk actually died or when the body was going to be burned, and I soon forgot about the entire thing and life went on. 2 years go by and now it's April 10th, 2007 when I drove by the local temple. I couldn't help but notice a massive structure built on the temple grounds. What the hell? Sorry, what in heaven's name is that? Come to find out, the auspicious date to burn the monk's body was quickly approaching. Local craftsmen and workers had spent about 3 weeks building this elaborate pyre that would be used in the cremation ceremony. When I viewed it up close, the detail was amazing. I kept thinking it was like a giant balsa wood project. About 4 days later, on April 14, 2007, at exactly 8:15 in the evening, the cremation begins. The monks chanted and then lit the fire. The spark lit off one firework, which spread off several more, and soon the entire thing was engulfed in flames. The photograph that I snapped 15 minutes later created quite an uproar in the village in the days following the burning. Some of the people swore they could see the monk rising out of the fire. All I saw was fire. Anyway, the body got burned, and a couple of days later, when the ashes had cooled down, a few villagers could be seen looking for leftover burnt bones for good luck.
Virginia number 1.
Hey, Virginia love Joe's Pizza.
Our ham sandwich is delicious. Come and try.
Thanks for watching, and let's head to North Carolina.